In this video, I'll show you how to install our report server. It's a turnkey solution for generating, managing, and distributing corporate reports. Before we get started, make sure your Windows server is ready to go. First, make sure you have SQL Server 2005 or newer installed. It doesn't have to be on the same machine, but it must be accessible. You may also use the Express version as well. Next, you need at least IIS 7 or higher installed along with .NET 4.0 or higher. Finally, you need to have HTTP activation and Windows authentication installed on your server. To enable these features, run the server manager that's available in Windows Server 2012. Click on Add Roles and Features, then switch to the installation type and select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation and select the report server to be configured. Next, go to Server Roles and scroll down to Web Server IIS. Expand the Web Server feature list and go to Security. Make sure that the Windows authentication is enabled, and if it's not, hit Install. The next thing we need is HTTP activation, and that's under Features. Expand .NET Framework Features and click WCF Services. Make sure that the HTTP activation is enabled, and if it's not, hit Install. Your server is now ready to have the report server installed and configured. I've already downloaded the installation file from the DevExpress website, and now I'll run it as administrator. To begin the installation process, select Trial Installation or Registered Installation. I'll install the 30-day trial version. It's fully functional and prints a watermark on the reports. Click Accept on the second page of the installer after you've chosen the destination path and read the license agreement. The report server has three things that need to be considered. The first is the actual website where we'll manage the report server. It's housed in IIS. The second is the Task Scheduler service. This service is designed to know when a report needs to be run and sends emails out for the created report. And finally, we have the worker service that actually generates the reports. By default, the package installs both the scheduler and the worker services. However, you can install report server worker instances on any number of machines, in addition to the main report server instance, to distribute report generation workload among multiple server instances. On the next page, you can change the default name of the website and the website port. You can also change these settings later in the IIS. On the next page, you need to specify which server the database will be deployed to, and how to connect this server. This database is used by the report server to store various metadata, such as information about registered users, created reports, scheduled tasks, and so on. It has no relation to your actual business data. Upon creating a new report, you'll be prompted to provide valid connection information to a database you'd like to connect to. You should also define credentials that the report server will use to configure its service database. If required, you can use the SQL Server authentication for this purpose and specify the credentials. If you want the report server to use the same user credentials to access data, check the box here. Specify other credentials for accessing data on the next page. You can choose to use Windows authentication, which means that the worker process of the IIS that's running a particular report server is going to use those credentials to connect to the report database. Alright, our report server is ready to go. After the installation is finished, the report server web page opens on our website. To start using the report server web interface, click the created desktop icon that launches the report server administrative panel. Log in and you'll be able to access and configure your report server. And that's it for this video. To learn more about our report server, make sure to check out the documentation on our website. Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing DevExpress.